This is our color light station that you're going to be working with our color paddles today. And what I want you to do is I want you to try mixing some of our different color paddles together. So for example, if I pick the red and the yellow color patterns and I'm going to cross them like our picture on here. Let's see, I can put one here and then the other one might go here. We're going to end up with a new color in the middle there, and that might be difficult to see. But if I use my flashlight and I hold it up, you can see we crossed the red paddle and the yellow paddle, and we ended up with an orange color there in the middle of that paddle. So as a scientist, I want to record those colors on here. I'm going to be using my quick sticks for this station. Remember, you just need to roll them up a little bit so the edge is showing. And you can kind of draw around the edge on here like this and fill it in. And then we know that the red was in the middle. I'm going to draw a little lighter in that middle patch because I want to leave room for the other color paddle that we used. What color paddle was that? That was yellow. I'm going to check and make sure there's just a little edge on there. And then I'm going to color the outside first, because if I color the inside right away, it might pick up some of that color and smear it to the outside. Then I can go back in and I can color on top to show how it turns orange. Now, if I didn't think that turned orange enough, instead of coloring over crisscross, you could also just take the orange and add a little bit of orange to your middle. Now you're going to go through as the student and you're going to try other combinations with some of these to see what you get. Make sure you record all of your science observations on your paddle sheet. Another fun station we're going to be looking at today is our mouse color wheel station. And the way that I like to do that is I like to put the nose on my mice first with a black Sharpie. And then I know that they have little eyes I can put on. And then they have some tails, and you can kind of give them squiggly little tails since they're our mouse friends. Right? Then I like to take one of our oil pastels, and I'm going to do quick little oval ears on there. And then I'm going to be thinking about my mice on this color wheel. And I know the big mice are my primary colors. They're the bossy colors, right? So I have red, so my first mouse might be red when I paint it. Try and stay inside my lines as much as possible. There we go. And every time I switch colors, I want to make sure I'm rinsing, stirring in the bottom of my cup, wiping on the edge. And then my next mouse color, the primary color, will be yellow. And you'll notice that the oil pastel just bumps the watercolor off. Doesn't let it sit on the ears so that they eventually show up really nice, just like these ones right up here. And rinse my brush off again before I grab my next primary color, blue. Filling all of these in. Now, I need to paint my in-between mice, my secondary colors. If you ever have ears that don't quite clean off, you can always just tap them with a paper towel too, and that'll help them to show up better. But I want to look at my secondary colors now. I do these by mixing my two primary colors in here. And I always want to start with my lighter one. So to do this mouse and to turn him, do you know what color he's going to turn? That's right, he should turn orange. I'm going to do yellow first, just inside that circle. I'm going to rinse my brush out, and I want to pick up this time for the red. I don't want very much because red's a pretty bossy color. So I'm just going to put just the tip of my paintbrush in there, not my whole paintbrush, just the tip. And I'm going to go dot, 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 not a lot on here. Then rinse my paintbrush off because I don't need any more red. I'm going to wipe it on the edge of my cup so no more is dripping out of it. And then I can come back with just a plain clean brush and I can blend my red into my yellow to get orange. So now my baby mouse is orange. The next color mix I'm going to do are going to be between yellow, again, start with that lighter color, and blue. What color should I get if I mix yellow and blue? I should get green. Same thing as I did with the red. I just want to take a little tip of blue, not a whole paintbrush, and then dot, dot, not a lot around that mouse. Rinse off, dry off my paintbrush so that it's clean, and then I can come back and mix them together so that it turns that nice green color. The last two colors I'm blending, blue and red. So I'm going to take blue first because that's my less bossy color. Red's so bossy that I'm going to do blue first. Just like that, rinse off my brush, and same thing as before, right? Just a tip in there so that we can do dot, dot, not a lot around the mouse. Rinse off my brush, dry it on the edge of the cup, blend my two colors together to get purple. When these are finished, they'll go over on the drying rack, and you can wait until it's time for the next station. The final station you'll have is the bookmark station, where you'll pick one or two bookmarks you want to color. Now we only have our primary colors, which means if you need other colors in these bookmarks, you're going to have to blend them. For example, our seaweed we know should be green. To get green, we have to mix blue and yellow together. So I'm going to start with my blue color in the colored pencil, and I push medium, not super hard, not really light. And then when I come back with the yellow, then I can push a little bit harder with the yellow, and it blends with that blue, and it creates a green color. Same thing, if you want purple someplace, like say the clam, you're going to have to go in gently with the red first. And then I need to mix it, if I want purple, I have to mix it with blue. And I go back gently with the blue on top to make it look more purple. Now if I want it to look even darker, I can push a little harder with the blue. I can go back over it again with the red to get a darker purple. Right? Okay, and then if I want an orange someplace, I can do yellow and then gently red, because red's that bossy color. We have to be gentle with it, right? And if I wanted a little more orange, I can go back on top again and push really hard with that yellow to turn it an orange color. And then if I want yellow, red, or blue, I just use those colors all by themselves to color in my whole bookmark. Don't forget to color your background too.